Yes, I'm Dr. Perez, Rosa Perez from the Philippines. I'm a climate research fellow from Manila Observatory. It's inside an Ateneo University campus. There is a gap between the plans and the implementation because they don't look at the extremes, I think. They look at some average conditions. So whatever the plan is usually short of the real event. Probably they don't have information which are scientifically driven, so they rely on past experiences. Okay, so between the experience and what's happening now, we have some changes occurring, and then there is an information gap or knowledge gap on what is it that we're trying to plan for. So that's the gap in the implementation, is the gap. The knowledge that they don't have. What are the changes occurring? So these changes are not within the scope of their planning horizon. I'm thinking in the context of the Philippine situation, we have two laws or policies which are top level. In terms of disaster risk reduction and climate change adaptation, there are now two government agencies handling this. Okay, so all the directives should come from them. They must coordinate, but the actual implementation do not lie. In these bodies, there should be a cascading sharing of responsibilities down to the lowest level of the government, the political unit. So in the Philippines, for example, our smallest unit, political unit, is the barangay. It's a community, a very small unit within the community. And usually the most vulnerable are living within the community, and they know who are these people. So it's very important that they know who are these, or what are the most vulnerable, so they can direct the action to them. Well, risks are determined not only by the changing hazards. We also have vulnerability and exposure. Okay, and this vulnerability is also changing. And while probably exposure is more constant because it has to do with geography and demography, but nevertheless, if you put them together, the risk is also changing. So the government and the agencies responsible for tackling risk must do periodically some kind of risk assessment, because the variables are really changing, and if you must plan for adaptation or coping strategies, you must take into consideration these changes.